Welcome back to the show. Ottawa's International Poetry Festival, VERSeFest Ottawa, is back again this year. And here to give us all the details, I am joined by Brecken Hancock. She is poet in residence for VERSeFest Ottawa. Welcome to the show. Great to have you here.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
Let's talk about the popularity of poetry in 2021. Have you seen a renewed interest in poetry over the last few years, Brecken?
I think that there is a lot of interest in poetry. Certainly, VERSeFest has brought a lot of attention to the great things that are happening in Ottawa. And also, we've been able to showcase a lot of national and international poets as well. So I think in particular, festivals like VERSeFest have been able to really raise the profile and bring it to the community.
Yeah, and you mentioned international, and I think that's what makes this festival so incredible is the opportunity to see what I think it's nearly 80 poets from around the world. How do you connect, like, you know, putting together a festival like this, how do you connect with all of these wonderful, talented people around the world?
Yeah, I think that it really speaks to the leadership and the volunteers. Monty Reed provides like that amazing backbone for the festival, and we have just a lot of really dedicated volunteers and people who are really plugged into the poetry scene, both in Canada and abroad, who are making those connections, inviting people. And then VERSeFest itself has a really great reputation. And so poets are eager to come and participate.
What can people expect at the festival? Obviously, we've been going through a pandemic for almost 2 years now, so things have had to change, but you're still bringing a lot of what people are accustomed to. You're just doing it in different ways.
Yeah, that's right. I think that the first year where we were fully online, which was last year, was when we were truly adapting to COVID and trying to find our new footing. And so now with COVID numbers where they're at, we're able to open it up a little bit again and have some in-person events. And so this year has even maybe been more challenging to organize than last year, because last year we kind of knew we had to fully go online and keep things safe and do it all over the computer. But this year we've had to kind of try to manage this hybrid event. So we're very excited to be back in person. And I think that we had our first in-person event yesterday afternoon, and it was live streamed, and there are able to accommodate about 50 people in person at Knox Presbyterian Church on Elgin Street in Ottawa as well.
What was that experience like? It must have been incredible to be back live in front of people.
Yeah, it was really amazing. For me, as the poet in residence, I got to introduce the Poets Laureate. So we had Ottawa French and English Poets Laureate, Albert Dumont and Gilles Latour. And we also had Parliamentary Poet Laureate, Louise Bernice Half. And we had a really great turnout. The chairs were full. We do have social distancing, so the chairs are kind of spread out. But
right.
The chairs we did have were full. I got to be up at a podium live again for the first time in 2 years probably, and it felt really exhilarating.
Nice. Let's talk about what people can expect, because it's not just poetry readings. There are a lot of other things happening. Give us the details.
Yeah, there's a lecture series next weekend. There are workshops where people are actually taking you through. So I think we had a workshop with MAID yesterday, one before that on Saturday, and we have some more coming up this weekend. So there's a way to get involved, create your own work. Like I said, there's a lecture series, so that's more of a, essay type deep dive into poetics.
Right.
And then, of course, we also have poets themselves reading their work.
You have the official opening coming up, right, on November the 16th. What can people expect at the official opening?
Yeah, so the official opening is tomorrow night. It starts at 7 p.m. And so we're going to have two events, one of which is live and streamed, and then a second event, which is at 9 p.m. So the official launch at 7 p.m. will be at Knox Presbyterian Church. We have 3 readers at that event. Kirby, a Toronto poet,
Well, a lot going on. Oh, sorry, go ahead. I just lost you there for a moment, but
Nope.
please finish.
And then we're going to have an online event at 9 p.m., which is the Director's Choice. And that's going to be Anne Carson and Mauricia Lupin.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it, Brecken, and enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thank you so much.
All right, take care. Coming up after the break, we're going to be talking about Homes for the Holidays. You know Homes for the Holidays. It's been happening for 18 years. It's raised millions of dollars so far. Have changed it to go virtually, and it's going to be virtually bigger and better this year. We've got all the details coming up right after this. You're watching Daytime Ottawa on Rogers TV.